So what inspired Airplane Mode? I can't even really say what inspired it. Besides, like I said, the production. That was my inspiration point. Usually when I write, it's like me sitting down, like, okay, what or who do I want to talk about today? Because I mean, we've all been through shit, right? So it's only natural that artists put their life into their work. I know people aren't always a fan of me putting them in my work, but you were in my life. Like, I'm sorry. Without you even knowing it, you signed a disclaimer when you stepped into my life that I could use you for potential shit in the future. so, um, but yeah, no, there was no person of inspiration. I think I just sat down and I wrote the first thing that came to mind. The first thing that came to mind for me was just the dismantling of a relationship and how you feel when that's all over. You wanted my heart, so I took it back from me. Gave it to you, then you closed the door on it. Now I lay here so scared of lonely. Gotta break free, save me to further notice I'm a... Um, yeah, I feel like when you first start falling for somebody, it's like you are giving yourself permission to take your heart from yourself and give it to somebody else to handle to some degree. And it sucks when you do that because you have to make a conscious effort to do that. To be that open and vulnerable with somebody, to give them a piece of you because your heart is you. And so doing that, and then the shit don't work out, and it feels like they literally put your heart in between the fucking door frame and the door, and they closed it right on your heart, just like fuck that nigga. That's how I felt. And so that was just me kind of like bringing that to life and kind of like painting that picture, because I think everybody deals with heartbreak differently. I think because I'm an artist, number one, I have a very emotional zodiac sign. I take everything to an emotional high. No matter what I go through, I'm always at an emotional peak with it. And so that's what that was for me. Till further notice, I'm on playing mode, playing mode, playing mode. Let go, lose control. So in my mind, I envisioned, like, the hook was the first thing that I came up with. Like when I heard the track, that was just the first thing that came to mind. And I think for me, being on plane mode, you know, like when you're on a plane, you put your phone on plane mode because they claim that it interferes with the plane. I never did quite believe that shit, but that's beyond the point. When you're on plane mode, you can't be found. You know, it's kind of like you can't get any messages, you can't check any messages. You are literally just somewhere in a dead zone in the sky. And it's kind of like you kind of feel isolated, even if you are with other people. You know, you just kind of feel that sense of isolation, like shit, I don't know what's going on with anybody or anything, and that's how you feel after a breakup. Like you feel isolated. Like what is he or she doing? Like where are they at? Why am I not getting text messages from them? So it's almost like you either put somebody on airplane mode after a breakup, or you get put on airplane mode. And it's not always for the worst. Like I feel that being in airplane mode kind of gives you the space to clear your mind and break free and be you this time around. Oh, if I could give you loving back, I would give it back and give it in a cool minute. And if I had time just to reset my mind, I would recover it and recoup it. I saw the signs stuck in my mind. I had enough of all this bullshit. I saw the signs stuck in my mind. Yeah, man. After some shit falls apart, you be like, damn, if I could just rewind time back to the point where I fell in love with your ass, or rewind back to the time right before I met you and I could have went the other way. Maybe took 3rd Street instead of 6th Street kind of thing, or wherever the fuck y'all met at. You wish that you could go back and redo all that shit so that you could avoid the current state that you're in. And I also feel like heartbreaks would be a lot easier to make it through if you could find the mental strength to control your mental state. So if I could recover how my mind was, if I could recover and reset back to before I met you, and the sense of peace that I had before we became us, I would be better, and it'll be easier to make it through this breakup if I could just control my thoughts. And then if I can control my thoughts, I can control my actions, and my actions would not have me, looking at your page or rolling down memory lane in the house by myself, kind of thing. So that's what that line was all about. I saw the sign stuck in my mind. I had enough of all this bullshit. We always see signs. We always see signs, no matter if you acknowledge that you're seeing them or not. Something that my therapist said that stuck out to me and still does. He was just like, a lot of people wait for the red signs, like the red flags. He was like, but what people don't realize is that before the red flags always come yellow flags. Those are the ones that you want to pay attention to, because by the time you make it to red, it's too late. So you want to start paying attention to the shit that starts real early. Don't get to the point where you are like at your breaking point. And so that stuck with me. And moving forward in relationships, I listen. Alert. Yellow don't just mean slow down. Sometimes that shit means stop. Yeah. I wish I could break down my brother's verse, but I'm not even gonna try to do that. The nigga raps too fast and I don't have the mental capacity to do it. But I'm so grateful to have a talented sibling. And we just work so well together, which is crazy because all we did as kids is fight. But it's like we know each other as artists. And anytime that I work with my brother, it's a treat. And I look forward to his career. I look forward to us working together again. Yeah, man, it was so much fun doing this track because it just came together organically and unexpectedly, and it has to be one of my favorites to date. And I look forward to creating more pieces that I feel that strongly about. I feel like when you write for so long, you don't know what to feel strongly about. And sometimes, it's like, okay, I wrote this, but is it really good? I had no doubt in my mind that Airplane Mode was good from the time that I started typing out the words. I'm like, oh, this is fire. Of course. I mean, what else would it be on J Penn? So when you have that kind of cocky feel when you write, that's always really refreshing because I feel like you experience so much doubt in between those moments. So yeah, download Airplane Mode. It's on Spotify, Apple, Tidal, Google Play. Might be in your mama's playlist. If it is, you should follow suit and put it in yours. And the video is out, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Continue to listen, continue to share. I do this because I love it, and I want y'all to love it too.